嘿，各位好，这里是靠，本次带来的是星空主线流程解说。本解说不包含深红的卧底任务以及各神塔的星裔能力的觉醒任务。先看开头吧，开头又是经典的，醒来了，只不过这一次没有车。
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Star Dock, except with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah. And the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for rune space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
Group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
后期海乐也会在一个任务中成为我们的船员。现在开始进入交通。
Okay, let's see what we've got.
目前截止
How
到
are
为
we on
止。
time?
一周目结束后，
Grab
这
some
个游戏的
samples.
新手教程做的是真的很一般。
But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in 3-star collective space? Fewer regs. A job like this in the United Colonies? Huh. Reams of red. Look at this one over here. Calvert! No! No. It's a laser, not a sledgehammer. Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusties? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up. Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
本次的指向性的菜单，当瞄准点对准人物或者什么东西的时候，那个白色呀，它没办法调成透明的。
Come on, with me. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
还有字幕的透明度也没办法调节的，截止到目前为止。
What are you waiting for? Dig.
激光 像目前作为前期的攻击
Think we'll be done here
武器
soon?
来说，其实性价比还算是比较高的。
How they sucker you to join? Fall for the fancy pamphlets?
重点是它后面会自己回子弹，
I'm busy.
只不过到时候输出的时候注意一下时间就行。
They're ready for us. Get back up here.
Glad when
Come
we're
on.
off this rock.
It's time. You're with me.
哦，对了，顺便说一下，本次录制是在 Xbox 上、XS、X 上面进行录制。录制时间为9月1号，解说时间为9月3号。目前一周目已经通关，游戏大概11集左右。二周目正在录制，一周目主要做主线任务流程，二周目才会涉及到支线呀、探索星球等等相关任务。
Standards reading a clean break. Shutting down.
把出的一些穿模呀，或者是类似于给你过教程的时候，突然界面停止，人物不能
Ella,
动。
get the readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after? It'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
We're getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go
然后
wrong?
开始开展。
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good
现
thing.
在
Just
这
keep
个
going.
面对其实是属于整体主线任务的绝对主线。外的路线，进入这个路线，是贯穿主线所有流程里面最重要的东西。就是它主线在人物记忆还有巨大的作用。 所有的主线任务都是围绕着找这玩意儿开展的。
Dusty, snap out of it.
来了，
Hey, come on. Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
本次人物
Almost
建设过程
forgot about
基本
your
就直接
application.
跳过去了。
The one note I had on your file was troublemaker. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way. Then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened? Easy there, high flyer. Probably just the endorphins kicking in when you passed out. Don't go having an experience on me. You'll walk it off. More importantly, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh, sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. Will be... Speak of the devil.
本流程基本是类似于调星图，还有暂停菜单、装备轮换的菜单等都会进行设计。当然，那个
Let's go.
装备的快捷栏界面基本不会删除。
Not a joke.
作为
You're
装
just
武
too
器的
young to
快
know
捷项的
better.
东西
Hey, I'm just saying they got
也
a
没必要，
reputation.
基本是一瞬
Hell,
间的事
I。bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there. Same with Constellation.
Yeah, but come on. Exploring space? Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
Not to them, apparently. All right, once we sell that rock, we can start packing up.
电脑端不知道，但是手柄端一般就是上下左右按钮啊，上下左右可以设置为快捷，点 Y 先将东西变为收藏，然后后面进行快捷。
Really? In a discovery class? That shit's on the wall.
Come on, let's do it.
巴雷特，该角色后期有相当比重大的任务，而且该角色会作为后期故事背景以及事件大揭秘的其中一个比较重要的角色。
Barrett?
Man!
Been a long time.
Yes, it has. That mine on Bindi, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bindi?
Kazal, and no Barrett, not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Woke up saying all kinds of nonsense.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh?
你说是就是吧。
That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett?
Oh, shit! That's the Crimson Fleet!
开国战役教训。
Everybody get ready! Just like the
各位可以
emergency
记一
drill.
下，
Go, go!
当然这次中流程并不涉及到该组织的相关大任务。第一集会有一个跟海盗组织相关的小任务进行。
I need some help here!
这个战斗，无论什么枪械手感，软绵绵的，而且我感觉这个瞄准跟没瞄差不多。激光枪还好，等后期如果各位看到了手枪以及步枪等相关枪的场景，就明明感觉是瞄准，但其实实际上是没有瞄准。还有一点就是在蓝中，激光也有一个单独的技能栏。如果把激光作为手枪武器，其实可以提早的用这个进行升级。我记得我的默认3个技能倾向有一个单导
Now
群。
that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now. Marvelous.
Oh, no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things. Just go. Before I say something I regret.
Well, now that that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time.
星空的手表，这个周边网上也有，目前价格稍微比较高。
Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions? Come on. You really
当
not
时还不
at
适
all
应。
curious about
我
that
选
light
项
music
如
show
果
you
现在来选呢，
experienced?
肯定会从
Why
最
it
后一
only
个倒着
affected
选
you?
选到第一个。
Because if you
因
didn't
为第一个
notice,
的话
we've
直
all
接就
been
进行下
handling
一
it
个，
since
但
with
是
no
从倒
problem.
数第一个的话，
The way I
能
see
补
it,
充很多背景，
Constellation
以
needs
及
that
相关人
artifact,
物
but
的
they
设定呀，
also
或者是
need
语言
you.
风格呀等等。
This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take. And you're part of it now. Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it alone.
有的时候点
Vasco
完
will
第一个
keep
直
you
接
on
就下一
course.
格了。
Besides, I'm making an
会比较美
exception
一点。
since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had. See, that's the problem with the settled systems. Too easy to take everything for granted. While everyone else is busy playing politics, we're the ones braving the unknown, charting the vastness of space. Without us, the galaxy is just a big room with the lights turned out. That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer, with your help. They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector. And Vasco, don't let him break my
经
ship.
典的
Staying
主角
around
篇
isn't
规
helping
里
us out.
开局送个大礼。
We're still in one piece. Oh, God.
It appears you are the new captain of the frontier.
目前关于船的操作方面，有些显示界面也会直接切掉，然后有一些起飞或者是降落的画面，
Captain,
如果是没有
I
重复的，
assume you know
会
how to
都
fly
放
a
出来。
Class A
有
starship.
些的会直接
As
剪。
Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are any
飞
difficulties.
船的操作的引导，说真的，建议各位
Shields ready.
寻着
The
看完
rest
之后
is up to
直
you.
接选择菜单里的帮助，帮助会更详细。
Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all
Return the
controls
Shanghai
and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the
左边
systems
鸡是代
and
表
we'll
激
be
光
on，our way.
弹是基本代表导弹，不是，弹是类似于子弹吧。导是代表导弹，引是代表引擎，护是防护罩，重是重力牵引。重力牵引后期会成为关键任务的，有关键作用。目前暂时先不用管。改测中，引擎基本
Each
决定了
system
你
on
的
the
重
ship
力跃迁的
requires
距离。
power. Allocating power
其
is
他的
under
基本就
your
是，
direct control.
如果改造的话，
Let's go over
如果
the
改造商
engines.
的级别也过高的话，
Engines control our
有钱
maximum
的话
speed.
能选最好
Try
选最好。
increasing and
目前一
decreasing
周目
our
基本是
relative
用的开头
velocity.
二周目换了飞船，基本就平着推的。哦， 哦，对了，说一下，我的游戏选择是非常简单，不要问为啥，就是为了能够快速的过任务、过剧情、过故事。难得有一个自己感觉能有非常多的故事能玩的游戏，而且也能符合一些自己对于宇宙探索的期望。
Boosts can be engaged for temporary bursts of speed.
提速刚开始其实很好，
Let's
后期
turn
改
our
造飞船
attention
的话，
to the
这个
shields.
提速
Try adjusting
目前这个
power
提速
to
肯
the
定是
shields. Notice
看
more
就感
power
到
increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, but be vaporized. Shield health is displayed in the lower right. Hull damage is below it.
大部分情况下，新手引导中尽量护盾的电量尽量点满，不然的话伤害
You've proven
有些
an
伤害
adequate
比较
pilot.
低，
Are
有
you
的空战
familiar
里
with
面
ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear.
舰队新手教学法。
We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective.
在技能点中有一个叫
If you
驾
can
驶，
keep the enemy ship
如果是
centered
喜
on
欢
the HUD,
喜
we
欢
can log
飞
in
船
to
战斗
fire a homing missile.
可以提前点一下，后期对于战斗的帮助会比较大。
Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains.
大部分残骸基础距离，我目前2周测试最远的大概是
Two more
1000
Crimson
以内，
Fleet ships
但
are
是可
jumping
能是这
into
个
our
船会比较
location,
好，
Captain.
才会。但大部分基本是300-400米的时候，你确认完才能对面发射。而且非常多，大部分基本是野田脸，然后面对残骸，然后才能驾驶。
The amount of Crimson Fleet hostility has been far more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates.
骑士的船只其实整体哪怕你把电量叠到最大，它的速度其实并没有多快。2周目给的飞船轻轻一推，速度飞起，有点像玩赛车游戏，根据船的性能及时调整速度。
We have arrived in orbit. The abandoned facility with our Crimson Fleet captain is on the surface.
到单个星球，然后再到具体的地点，中间的它的切换我全部进行。
I'll
直接
follow
就是
you
它
from
的
here
降
on
落
out,
点了。
Captain. According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
喏， 空位銮目前其实就是用来进行相关装备的快捷键操作，大部分基本放的都是枪、手雷，还有医疗品，也就是在装备栏界面里面救援那部分。啊，这里面进行切了，把自己的装备进行了一些基础部署。目前一周目所有的装备都是基本是这样。开始。还有一个比较好玩的地方是，如果游戏里面有复杂的地图或者是建筑物，基本就手柄的话，长摁点一下 LB 键，左边的第一个附件，前面那个附加键，然后长时间尝试你的相关目标，然后基本就会生成一条路线，就类似于刚才箭头的路线一样。还有基本就是用来扫描物资。目前一周目不涉及，而且目前一周目通关了，我也没搞明白扫描物资到底要扫多少个，而且以哪些为准。一周目准备研究一下。不过二周目主要是过支线，然后加入各个派系，然后做里面相关任务。一周目是纯适应它的相关操作。毕竟现在一周目将近17、18个小时，剪出来大概是11集左右。11集总共加起来估计12到13个小时左右的流程。有好多操作。还有包括它的升级啊啥的也没闹明白，不过当然主要是也是一直在推主线。一进来基本就是开始捡垃圾，顺便熟悉一下相关什么样的呀，有什么东西啊，有什么作用呀。
It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility. Captain, Protocol Indigo dictates that I am to return to the Lodge with no deviations. We are here to stop the Crimson Fleet from pursuit, nothing more. I have often asked Barrett that same question at various times, and about various individuals that wanted to cause us harm. The most likely answer is that Barrett personally insulted him, typically by continuing to live, usually after escaping from certain death, and often with an object multiple people wanted. Constellation is an explorers society founded over 50 years ago with the mission of seeking out the unknown. Members often engage in expeditions in small groups, typically 1 or 2 people, or like Barrett and myself, 1 person and 1 robot. The membership is intentionally limited and small. Should you join Constellation yourself, you will be the 10th active member. Barrett would say that billions of years ago, we were all one with the cosmos, so technically you have known each other forever. But the more practical answer is likely that he needs you. The number of known people who have been affected by the artifacts is now 2. Without your investment in Constellation's mission, he may never know more about the experience you both share. So, he is showing you trust in order to gain your support. May I take some things?
在组织里待的没啥作用。来开始推图。第一人称视角，我刚开始玩还行，后面战斗的时候就开始有点不适应，后面会变回来。摁手柄的左侧的那个截图按键，就能把第一视角变到第3视角。个人后面基本大部分都是以第3视角录的。第一视角，尤其战斗的时候，怎么说呢？看敌人就是一个是可能自己反应慢，然后另一个就是打不准。 不仅仅是操作打不准，就哪怕你瞄准了，有可能就是也列为打不准，尤其是它的右键基本就是准心缩一下，很奇怪。反正这个游戏的操作战斗部分就点到为止就行了。反正我基本就是玩故事的来的，我也不会指望它战斗有多精彩。一射嘛。海边兽，初看觉得很厉害，后面基本就是类似于这个星球上的生物的小东西吧，算是。这边是相关文件，关于这个站点的相关东西。到时候各位看的时候，其实可以暂停一下。站点基本就是后面类似于生物研究泄露了，有部分人遇害了。
One more time.
经典的捡垃圾时刻。
Whoa, something's out there.
继续。
You're gonna pay for that!
I have located the enemy.
手枪教学基本战斗类的技能是可以能会刷的，不过你玩的时候也不想周末嘛，先说完就主要是二周目内容，一下子把这个故事的格局拉得很高，所以花极大的篇幅来做。目前一周目是11集嘛。 目前今天9月4号，先方面除非在高级站点能遇到类似于2条血或者是3条血的海盗，大部分基本配一个高配的手枪，或者是爆头，基本有部分技能的话，弹道学会触发暴击。 会打得非常快，关键这个，反正目前前期、后期基本没碰见到这个枪，前期2期基本都伤害的最强。如果是要高伤害的话，基本就霰弹枪，或者是类似于步枪。今年大部分打。我记得好像有一个枪叫马车夫，好像是，反正那个。 他的那个霰弹枪的，反正伤害还是比较高的。哪有抢不灭？鬼来这地方，要不是为了报个仇，后面也就是类似于新手战斗教学延续，熟悉里面的东西。 或者也行呀，反正有的时候反正挺理想的，跑图呀啥的。格伦戴尔后面的任务有一些就是类似于据点的首领啊什么的，拿的改造过的伤害，还有附加伤害，比如燃烧啊等。那个的话枪会好一点，常规的格伦戴尔很一般，或者是除非拿到高级的版本，高级版本基本也要往后期，不过后期枪械种类更多，而且你技能升起来了不一定要拿它。小锁很经典，小锁器。
It's loose. The Terramorph is loose. We can't stop it. When we tried to sync with the neural control interface, it just completely flipped out. Broke through its containment chamber like it was made out of paper. It killed Michelson, Cobb, and Sumatri in all of 1 minute. I'm not even sure where it is now. It took off deeper into the facility. A security detail went in after it, but good friggin' luck. When I know it's safe, I'm going to make a run for the comm relay. Try to call in the cavalry. This is Hayden Wynn, lead xenobiologist. Wishing he had gone to dentist school like his parents wanted.
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digipics and a disregard for personal property rights.
刚才有奇遇到老大上楼，现在我们就上楼。目前本着能不打就不打的原则，能嘴炮谈判那就嘴炮谈判。不过就是伤害太低了，真太低了。
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands? Oh, no. You see, maybe your colleague Barrett didn't tell you, but there's a bit of a legend surrounding that ship. That constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays, the loot from 100 planets, and it's going to be ours.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship.
开始说服。
You're not talking us out of this score.
目前初始状态下有一个外交官，那个的话会增加你说服，就初始技能里面会包括有说服相关的东西。我记得我点的好像是太空强盗，还没点说服。
I'm not falling for that. Your ship is loaded, and we want
可
it.
怜巴巴的，别人说啥信啥。这个脑子能当个首领？
They aren't? You sure?
我确定呀，我就在船上呀，要有，我还找船啥？卖了肯定不当矿工了呀。
You mean that, don't you? You really haven't found anything on board?
有的话就大结局了。
Nobody wants that. Can't believe this. There isn't any treasure? We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing? Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
Get out of here. You've cost us enough.
可以的。
Can't believe after all this, we get nothing.
今天说到舞团相关，还有迁移相关的场景，介绍。
Hey, Moscow. What? No Barrett? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again? And he's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
飞船改造呀、修复等等，都是通过这个船员进行。
The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side, near the ramp. Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint. Okay, no problem.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to MAST ASAP for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Varun zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols. Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Well, just glad I still remembered my flight basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool! Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that citizens get special discounts? Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th, by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last year, and it kinda smelled. But I don't smell anything.
No, yes, no, and I will certainly mark June 11th on my calendar. As for Aquila City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis are state-of-the-art.
Ugh, Aquila City? Oh, don't even get me started on those simpletons.
A little unfair, don't you think? 3-star Rangers helped me out quite a bit a couple years back. Got ambushed by spacers near Narion. They assisted, no questions asked. Even helped with some repairs so I could do an emergency jump home. Good people.
In any event, you all must be exhausted. Just give me a moment to coordinate some details with security.
She can't do this to me. What? No, just, go away.
Guess you caught some of that, huh? The galaxy is at peace and somehow seems more dangerous than ever. Spacers, House Varun, Crimson Fleet, everyone trying to grab their piece. What happened to the early days, huh? When we just float through the stars and dream. Well now, you don't know how glad I am to hear you say that. I'm right here with you, my friend. How can you not look up to the cosmos and just be overwhelmed by its beauty? So much possibility, so much hope, even despite recent events. Ricardo Bosch. I was the lead researcher on the station that got attacked. It was business as usual until those House Varun crazies swarmed in, spouting their scripture, or whatever it was. Even the Marines were overwhelmed. Honestly, I'm just lucky to have made it out of there in one piece. We all are. Now, I just want to get back to work. Where is that woman? Really? You must have been hiding under a moon rock your whole life if you've managed to dodge those assholes. They're basically a bunch of space scumbags. Fly around, attack, and rob anyone they see. They're pretty disorganized and easy to fend off until they aren't. They're a different beast than the Crimson Fleet. Generally speaking, pirates want your stuff, so they can occasionally be reasoned with. Spacers, though, they tend to shoot first and ask questions never. Not what, who. How to describe House Varun? Well, imagine a bunch of colonists who set off into the stars ages ago, disappeared, and then re-emerged as a sort of religious society. Faction, or cult, whatever you want to call them. They believe in some sort of celestial deity called the Great Serpent. Real nightmare fuel kind of stuff. About 100 years back, they picked a fight with pretty much everyone in the settled systems. I guess your school never covered the Serpent's Crusade, huh? We eventually made peace, sort of. Then they just disappeared. They're out there somewhere, or so folks assume. The ones that attacked us, they were the hardliners, for sure. You meet those guys, you run. You understand me? Yep, that I have. Had to dump a load of cargo just last year. Microscopes. Can you believe that? Guess you can sell anything these days. Pirates are a tricky lot. In space, they're all about the hit and run. They jump in, steal your stuff, and get out of there fast. Keep your cool, and you can generally talk your way out of it, so long as you're not too attached to your valuables. Stumble upon them planetside, though, and their trigger fingers get much itchier. Another time, then.
Wish that bartender at Viewpoint would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
I've never been in a battle before. Everyone kept telling me to keep my eyes closed, but it's kind of hard to do that when you're running. At first, I thought it was ecliptic mercenaries shooting at us, but it wasn't. It was these other people knowing about serpents and stuff. Is that really an appropriate thing to say to a child? Anyway, I'm fine now. Hope my parents don't take too long getting here.
May I help you?
That's where the real money's at.
Yeah, it was like, snakes and serpents will eat you all, the stars will freeze you, or something like that. I think they need psychiatric help. When it comes to ecliptic, I know everything. It's not like it's a secret. They're mercenaries, so they work for money. And it's like, for enough money, they'll do anything. I've heard a couple of SSNN stories about them. My dad says they're horrible. Like they can pretend they're working for someone and it's official, so they do anything they want. Hey.
That your ship that landed not too long ago? It sure is something. Yeah? Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Not now.
溜了溜了，去群星组织看看。
Listen.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
不过截止到目前，游玩过程中有的英文对白还是没有进行汉化处理啊。不过大部分都是远处听到，或者是类似于有点背景音的那种的吧。我估计后面会上补丁，然后有的没完成的或者是查出来的，应该还会再补。
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
说内容是足够的。三头同盟区。
excited to see Tony after work.
去逛逛，刚刚也没找着那个角色，貌似是那个往奥跑那儿，无所谓了，走了。
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its
但
power.
是池塘里面的水的交互倒是看着还可以。整体上游戏很多人物质感，大部分都是来自于衣服材质，还有包括一些那个地图，还有包括材质纹理突出，会让游戏整体质感稍微上升一点。如果要细化一下，那就是类似于法线贴图吧，就是能看出来凹凸呀，能看出来有一些编织效果呀，类似于皮革效果等等等等相关的，反正类似于法线贴图的这种东西。我感觉它整体会比较突出。然后这一座星空这一座应该是还是没有换引擎，应该还是他们 B 社祖传的引擎，只不过近几年稍微升级一下版本。重点是没载具呀！哎呀，没载具，后面有一个任务真的头疼。第一次做真的后面有一个任务真的是出头。
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been.
来了。
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation.
中文翻译也挺有
They
意思
will
啊。
be waiting
虽
for
然
us
是陋室，名字叫陋室，但是它是真的一点都不简陋。
Captain,
不仅不简
everyone
陋
will，be in the
总感觉这个名
library,
儿就是为了
just
低调。
inside. If Barrett were here, he'd
有点
probably
衬托
tell
或者
you
是
that
低调，
you're part of
衬托
something
或者是
bigger
对比，
now, and he hopes you'll
反
make
讽
this place
无所谓，
your home.
挺有意思。
You really think what I'm... We appear to have a visitor.
见见各位角色。
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened
多个
to
人
our
物的
friend?
任务的重要角色。
Why you're here and he isn't?
这个房间里面所有的角色基本就是这个组织的成员。
I see. Vasco,
后面还会来一
verify.
些人，
All statements made have been factual.
各位可以稍微记一下
This
他
is
们
just
的
typical.
姓或者名字。
Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining
很多任
outfit
务都
he
会
uses.
轮到他们各自出场。
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
没听到就不来了，就不是主角了。
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only
神
two
器，
of them
哎呀，
at
整体
first.
任务做完没有记多少个，反正最后组起来是3个圆环。
Oh my god, that's it.
3个
They're
圆环来回
reacting.
转。
Look at how it's coming
反
together.
正神器的这个特效做的还
That
是相当可
energy
以的
that's，arcing between
有
them,
星
no
空的感觉。
manufactured material in the
作
cell
为粒子
systems
特效
can
来回
do
围绕
that. None of them.
反正至少在
This
Xbox
proves-
整体30多帧
You'll have a heart attack.
游玩的体验下，
only
多粒子特效是没有进行拉胯的，就没有出现掉帧。出现掉帧更多的是类似于星球下多个怪物进行袭击相关场景，会稍微有一些卡顿跟掉帧，还有一些就是遇到 bug。
Well, if we had all the answers, it
或者
would be
是你在
exciting.
做任务，突然
Now would it?
可能给你弹出一个教程，那个时候会稍微卡一下，或者是掉帧一下。
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of
打工人的
ours?
生活开始了，只不过换到了各个
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal, another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now. We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us. Fair enough, but you need a place to stay in the city, right? Why don't you settle in here? We owe you that much. Come find me when you're ready. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
类似于在无重力的环境，后面会碰到类似于神殿呀，或者有一些实验室呀，突然只能在漂浮状态下，你需要进行相关位移。OK， 背包才能进行喷气呀，你才能让你进行移动。不过后期宇航服的改造台里面，背包是可以进行相关改造的。
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full time. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean.
确实感觉
Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now.
哪个游戏的冒险刚开始谁都是不知所措。
I'm Noelle.
除非
It's
是
really
爽
nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us. Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right.
后期倒是可以
So
买
you've
房子，
seen the library,
不过当然初期也会有一个
Walter's
人物
quite
角色
proud
选
of the
项会
collection,
背
but Mateo has made more than a
2
few
万
contributions.
5千好像左右的房贷，
Gardens are out the
而且
doors
出生
there.
也有的
If
出
you
生
need
也
a
能
moment of
选
quiet
择父母。
contemplation.
反正
Emphasis on the quiet part.
这一次
At
有的
least
出生
usually.
挺搞笑
Let's
的。
head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's
我
founder,
看有
had
的
this place
视
built
频里
decades
面，
ago.
有的人出生就开始直接背房贷，
It was a
还
big
房
to do
贷
at the。time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
反正我玩到一周目结束，我都没有攒到那个钱，大部分都是用来修飞船了，因为飞船基本没有升级，后面维修基本就用的飞船里的钱，自己里面的钱。顶峰的时候最多了也就11万多，11万，说真的，买一些东西就买完了，升级，升级升不了多少。到这目前信用币已经有出来刷的攻略了，到时候网上可以搜一下。不过目前自己玩的话，感觉目前一个是没必要，而且是没太大用，
So this
而
is
且
the bar.
你刷多了的
Usually
话，
no tender, so help yourself.
体验度一下子就会下降非常多，类似于
Now let's
修改
see
器
about that room.
爽一下，直接游
You're
戏
in
体
luck.
验。
We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full. 酒吧里面的小房子，这个整栋楼里面有一些机器，就是用来升级装备呀、制作材料呀，反正进行相关研究呀，这就是房子了。 Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy! Oh gosh, no, I mean that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us. Of course, there's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet. Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something, an energy surge, some other phenomenon. Sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just thinking it through. It's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right? Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this. Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. There's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an analysis I can do. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep. Okay, let's take a look. Stay safe, okay? I know everyone's excited by the... Anything I can learn from is a help. See you later.